light around Garoke has a clarity. I sense that I can see further in this light. I can see the slope of the sky lowering towards the horizon. The pale gold of the dried grass and the paddocks all around, and the pearly grey haze of the morning fog at this autumn time of the year. And those colours are replaced by other colours at different seasons too. I'm Gerald Murnane. I'm 79 years of age and I'm the author of, so far, 14 published books. I write what I call literary fiction or serious fiction, and if you ask me in the simplest terms what it comprises, I'd simply say the contents of my mind. I live in the small town of Garoke in the far west of Victoria, near the South Australian border. All my life, or my adult life, I've been concerned to decide on a place where my ashes would rest. And 20 years ago I found this place. And my wife and I chose the grave site, as we call it. We took pictures of each other, photos of each other, standing on it and smiling at the world. Some people thought it was ghoulish or strange. I thought it was a perfectly natural thing to do. And to our surprise, my wife's ashes ended up there a lot sooner than we thought. I come up here every Sunday, cut a couple of sprigs of wattle from a nearby bush and put them on a headstone. The knife that I used to cut the wattle, we used to carry it in the glove box and cut our apples and peel our fruit with it when we had little picnics out at a lake near this town. A person can reveal more about themselves by saying what they've never done than by saying what they've done. Some of the things I've never done, I've never been in an aeroplane, I've never been in an ocean-going vessel, I've never voluntarily immersed myself in the ocean. I've never voluntarily gone into an art gallery. I can't remember ever watching television or listening to radio for more than 20 or 30 minutes since my kids were little in the 1970s. I used to say I'd never worn sunglasses, but I developed cataracts and I had to wear sunglasses for a little while. People mostly now accept my writing. I struggled for many years with reviewers and commentators telling me what I should be writing, that what I was writing wasn't in the mainstream and wasn't to their liking. Now, for some reason, I've earned the respect of the majority of critics and commentators, and I'm just happy that they accept me. What meaning they find in my work is up to them. I believe I've been nominated for the Nobel Prize every year for the past 10 to 15, especially by people in Sweden, where my books were popular. Do I want to win the Nobel Prize? For the sake of my children and my friends, yes, because I don't need the money, but it would paralyse me in other ways. I certainly wouldn't be able to write another word. There are 3 archives, and the chronological archive is basically the story of my life told in letters, diaries, journals, just handwritten pages. That's been my life since I was about 6 or 7 years old, recording things. My wife's death, we get up to the year 2009. I kept a diary of every medicine she took, every medical event in her life. Up to there, I'm a married man. From there on, I'm a single man in Garoke. A dream about my wife and sons. My last letter? Only joking. I win a trophy for golf. My lost poem of 1961 is returned to me. Here's a good one to finish on. Most who read this will think I'm mad. And I'm not telling you what, I don't even remember what's there, but that's a good one to end on. I joined this men's shed almost the first week I'd moved up here permanently. I'm the treasurer, I clean the toilets, I buy the coffee and the tea and the biscuits. Somebody interviewed the men of the men's shed once and said, any of you ever read any of Gerald's books? And a man called John Brent piped up, he said, do we look like the sort of guys that read books? There's 105 habitable houses in Gerald. Population about 250 people. The district itself, with the postcode 3412, the district that calls itself Gerald, has a population of about 650. The pub is now going to open, but it was closed down for 18 months. The town was desolate without it, stricken, mortified. I know all the people who matter here. Most people say, well, how will I find you in Gerald? I said, go to the store and ask them how to find me. Or go to the post office and ask her, the lady there, how to find me. People know each other. What keeps me in Gerald? Where else am I going to go? I mean, life's so good here that I wouldn't give, not for one moment would I think of leaving the place. I'm here for life, however much longer that I've got.